At the end of March, the media reported that the Polish Ministry of Defence had dismissed General Jarosław Gromadzinski from his post as head of the Eurocorps, a multinational rapid reaction force operating under the auspices of the European Union and NATO. In the atmosphere of the espionage scandal, the media wrote about the investigation launched against the general by the military counterintelligence service and the suspension of his access to classified information. Gazeta Polska found out that the reason, at least formally, was completely different because the decision to dismiss him and the personal order of the head of the Ministry of National Defence do not refer to the investigation conducted by the military counterintelligence service against General Gromadzinski, but to the legitimate needs of the armed forces. General Gromadzinski, dismissed by the Ministry of National Defence, is a very experienced commander, a veteran of Polish military missions in Iraq, Syria and Afghanistan, the first commander of the 18th Mechanized Division formed in Siedlce. In June 2023, he took over the command of the Eurocorps. Before being vetted by the services, both Polish and Allied, he had the highest access to classified NATO information. Such proceedings are initiated, and the very initiation of proceedings means de facto suspension of access to such classified information. Such cases go on for years, and in the end it turns out that there was no reason to revoke the security clearance. We recently asked the head of the Ministry of National Defence, Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz, of the PSL about the case of General Gromadzinski.
To jest zadanie dla SKW, tu nikt nie rozstrzyga, ale podjęto wszystkie należne w przepisach prawa działania związane z wyjaśnieniem sprawy i będę oczekiwał efektów tego działania.
The current head of the military counterintelligence service is General Jarosław Struzik, until recently the vice president of the Stratspoint Foundation, founded in 1927 by General of the Reserve Military Mirosław Różański. For years, a conflict between Różański, a former member of the Polish Communist Party, a retired military man and now a senator in Szymon Hołownia's Poland 2050, and General Gromadzinski has been an open secret. Różański came to the school in the darkest night of martial law in 1982, and Gromadzinski came to this school only after the fall of communism in 1990. I think this is one of the things that could explain the tensions between the generals. Moreover, the deputy head of military counterintelligence who controls General Gromadzinski is Colonel Krzysztof Dusza, one of the architects of the agreement between the Polish and Russian secret services during the previous government of Donald Tusk. Anyone who lowers the credibility of the Polish state abroad is acting to the detriment of Poland and therefore in the interests of Russia. To announce such a decision with such a justification is simply outrageous. In a normal country, such matters are dealt with quietly. The case of General Jarosław Gromadzinski is still unresolved, and since the end of March he himself has been at the disposal of the head of the Ministry of National Defence, who apparently has more important duties today.